I'm off to run some errands. Please tidy up this place.
No!
Wow! How did you guys do it?
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner, it works.
Coming up next on Plus TV, Plus News. Join our news team for half hour of local and national news. Plus News, informative, balanced, accurate, and current.
Benny's is kicking off Father's Day with popping deals for dad. In the month of June, visit a Benny's near you and get 19 to 25% off selected items such as Milwaukee and Axie power tools, Charbroil barbecue grills, car care products, Karcher pressure washers, and much, much more. Make dad happy with popping deals for dad in June, only at Benny's.
Benny's, Benny's, oh, Benny's, 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 oh.
Belize City, get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service, bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City e-ride program, this new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first e-ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Medriva app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select e-ride, choose the number of occupants, and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your e-ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download Medriva today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one e-ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
In the headlines for tonight's newscast, Plus TV takes you behind the scenes of what was found inside King Tekaabchak's tomb at Karakol. UBFSU demonstrates in Belmopan and leader of the opposition Tracy Panton hosts press conference in Belize City. These stories and more coming up next on Plus News. Stay tuned.
Brought to you through the courtesy of Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
Belize City, get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service, bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City e-ride program, This new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first e-ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Medriva app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select e-ride, choose the number of occupants, and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your e-ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download Medriva today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one e-ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Benny's is kicking off Father's Day with popping deals for dad. In the month of June, visit a Benny's near you and get 19 to 25% off selected items such as Milwaukee and Axie power tools, Charbroil barbecue grills, car care products, Karcher pressure washers, and much, much more. Make dad happy with popping deals for dad in June, only at Benny's.
Benny's, Benny's, oh, Benny's, 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 oh.
Looking good, Mom. Hey guys, I'm off to run some errands. Please tidy up this place. No! Wow! How did you guys do it?
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner. It works.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
Belize City, get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service, bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City e-ride program, this new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first e-ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Medriva app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select e-ride, choose the number of occupants, and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your e-ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download Medriva today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one e-ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Benny's is kicking off Father's Day with popping deals for dad. In the month of June, visit a Benny's near you and get 19 to 25% off selected items such as Milwaukee and Axie power tools, Charbroil barbecue grills, car care products, Karcher pressure washers, and much, much more. Make dad happy with popping deals for dad in June, only at Benny's.
Benny's, Benny's, oh, Benny's, 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 oh.
Looking good, Mom. Hey guys, I'm off to run some errands. Please tidy up this place. No! Wow! How did you guys do it.
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner. It works.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
Good evening and welcome to Plus News for Tuesday, July 15, 2025. I am Julian Cruz. Last week, news of a major archaeological find at Caracol made national and international headlines. The tomb at Caracol's first king, Tekaab Chak, who acceded to the throne in 331 AD, was found. The discovery was made by archaeologists Drs. Arlen and Diane Chase after they decided to reopen a previous tomb that was excavated back in 1993. Beneath that tomb was another tomb, the final resting place of the first king and founder of the city's royal dynasty. A number of artifacts were found inside the king's tomb, and while the items are being held in an undisclosed location, today, the Institute of Archaeology granted us first-hand access to examine some of the relics that were recovered from the king's tomb. An assortment of jade jewelry and pottery with different markings were found, all symbolizing the importance and stature of King Tekaab Chak.
What we have here today is only specific to the tomb, and that is quite a lot considering who was in there, and the materials that were being pulled out was really important. So it is a quite number. Here we only have a couple, just so that you guys can see what all were the variety that kept springing out. So you have pottery, you have jade, you have bone. All of these things kind of give in more of the idea of who was in there and add on to all of the aspects of who he was. This person who was actually found in there was, of course, one of the dynastic rulers. When it comes to that, he was not buried with common household items. He was buried with very elite, very high-end material. So when it comes to ceramics, you usually find a lot of ceramics everywhere when it comes to sites. These ceramics are really important because not only are they painted, they're polychrome, meaning that they have different designs on them, but they're also formed in a way that they represent something. So if you see the top of the lids for all of these pieces, they all represent an animal on them. So that itself just goes to show that they took time to make these types of potteries. The designs, the engravement on the bone was really important because it brought that they took time to really bury this man with the finest things that they could find. Jade is an important thing here in Belize, and of course, that being within the tomb gave a representation of elite, of status, and that gives or adds on more of the who was in that tomb. So he wasn't just buried with household items, he was buried with the finest things that they could find and give him. So that really adds on to more of his history.
The Institute of Archaeology is currently in the process of digitizing the artifacts so that interested parties can interact with 3D models of the findings on the Access 501 webpage. Catherine Coye, a research and enforcement officer at the Institute of Archaeology, explained the digitization process and the importance of documenting the findings.
We are in charge of documenting and preserving in any way possible any artifact that comes out of Belize. That's what we refer to as the National Collection. And one way that we do this is by creating 3D photogrammetry models of the artifacts that are best suitable for that. So you might see that we're only using the more complete vessels that aren't maybe reconstructed temporarily. But the reason we do this is because sometimes things happen. We live in a region that's kind of prone, not kind of, but we are prone to natural disasters. And because we don't have maybe sometimes the best facilities that will properly protect these things from floods or hurricanes, one way we can perfectly preserve an artifact as it's been found is through digital photogrammetry. So the process of that is taking several pictures from every possible angle of the object, and the program basically stitches those together and it creates a nice little model in 3D space. Well, the benefits is that we are able to share these scans with the public. We are also able to send them to people that are far away that might be interested in looking at the object but can't come to Belize for whatever reason. It's great for students that would like to know more about artifacts because during our work at the Institute, we have noticed that sometimes people aren't fully aware of like the length and breadth of all the kinds of artifacts that are in Belize. So it's really important for us to document as many things as we can and to be able to share those, especially with our Belizean students, so that they can learn more about archaeology and kind of demystify what's happening in the Maya region.
Around 50 artifacts were pulled from King Chak's tomb, all of which are currently in the country and being processed. The Institute of Archaeology has assured the public that the artifacts will remain within the country, and in the event they must be temporarily sent abroad for research purposes, they will be duly returned.
It is a common stigma that things that we find or things that are from Belize always come out. I am here to assure that these things have to go through a process, and if they do come out, everything comes out for research purposes and they always come back. It's not that it's just leaving Belize. We manage all archaeological material. We know where things are. When things are coming out for research purposes, we have our mandates that make sure that everything comes back and we know where they are. So everything is inventoried. We know all about these materials. So it's nothing that, oh, people just come in and take them out. No, everything, all archaeological project materials are managed by the Institute of Archaeology. So everything goes through a proper process.
After the artifacts have been digitized and restored, it is the Institute's hope that the relics will be displayed at a secure location for the Belizean public. Today, the membership of the University of Belize's Faculty and Staff Union staged a peaceful demonstration in Belmopan. At 8 o'clock this morning, the membership of the UB-FSU gathered at the Governor General's Field in Belmopan before marching towards the Prime Minister's office to make their voices heard regarding this subvention issue. Under the previous UDP administration, the university's national subvention was cut to $8.5 million. When the People's United Party was in opposition, they had promised to increase the subvention, but according to the president of the UB-FSU, that has not happened, so they are reminding the government of their promise.
Today we just have a peaceful gathering, and our objective today is just to walk from here, from the GG field, up to the building in front of the Prime Minister's office and gather there peacefully so that as the ministers come in to have their cabinet meeting, they can see us and basically take the subvention issue that they're supposed to table today to heart and discuss it and come up with something positive for us. They promised that when they became government, they would raise the subvention back to 10 million and increase it 1 million every year, so up to 15 million, if you call that. They've been in power for about 5 years, so that would put us at $15 million. Last year we called out the government on their promise, and they put out through a press release saying that it was due to COVID, they could not live up to that. But they promised that in this budget, in the budget for this fiscal year, they would increase it. And the budget was read, and there is no promise for increase. And so we, the union, called out the government on this as well, so that they can live up to their word, what they promised.
Because there has been no increase in the university's subvention, the university says it cannot afford to increase the salaries of their staff. President of the UB-FSU, Julian Passos, says their salaries have been untouched for 10 years and that if their demands aren't met, then the reopening of school in August may be pushed back indefinitely.
Our salary is not the responsibility of the government of Belize. Our salary is the responsibility of the UB administration and the UB Board of Trustees. So if this subvention does not come forth, then we call on the Board of Trustees to find the money to pay the salary.
What are some of the areas in the university that could really use the additional resources that the subvention would provide?
Well, for one, our salary. If you haven't had a salary increase in 10 years, they promised you a 9% and then they told you they're not going to give it to you unless you will make sure that there is an answer to that unless. And so I believe that the faculty and staff will push for it until they get it. So in terms of classes, we hope that, and we call on our students to be understanding, the increase in subvention is for all of us, because if we can improve the university, we can improve it for our students, for our faculty and our staff. And in terms of moving the class, it might be a little sacrifice that we all have to do.
Shortly before 9 o'clock this morning, membership of the UB-FSU marched towards the Prime Minister's office where this morning's cabinet meeting was scheduled to take place. Joining the membership of the union were the presidents of the Christian Workers Union and the National Trade Union Congress of Belize, who stood in support of today's demonstration.
10 years of not getting a salary adjustment is unconscionable. 10 years. That's thinking now, look at that, that's thinking now, no? 10 years of not having a salary adjustment. And notice that we use the words salary adjustment, not salary increase. Because in this country, nobody gets salary increase anymore, except a couple few, selected people. You get salary adjustment because you need to adjust your salary to the cost of living that's happening in this country. You already know that when you go to the grocery store, $100 than $100 anymore when you take home your stuff. So you're asking something simple and basic that will provide dignity for you as workers, was salary adjustment. That's all you're asking for. You don't ask for no vehicle allowance. You don't ask for no increase in a housing allowance. Something simple as one salary adjustment. So we just want to mention that the NTUCB and all their affiliates are with you.
In other words, don't give up. Strength is in numbers. I couldn't say it any more than this. Strength is in numbers and solidarity counts. We're here today because we believe in your cause. We're here today because we know that 10 years of waiting is indeed unconscionable. It's unforgivable that you've been have to wait this long. 10 years, the same thing over every year. The last manifesto, the government said, todo ganamos. Who the ganar? We are not winning. And in case we didn't know what ganar mean, to win. Who they win? We know the favored few. It is time now for the people of Belize, beginning with UB, get the subvention that they promised so that they could pay the teachers who are putting forward the people and the children who we're investing in for the future.
At 9 o'clock, ministers started rolling in to attend this morning's cabinet meeting. And according to the former Minister of Education, while UB-FSU has the right to demonstrate, the government is providing more monies to the university than ever before.
We have obviously every right to protest the UB union. What I can say for the record is that this government, this Ministry of Education, has provided unprecedented support to UB. In addition to the subvention that they get, we provide over $5 million a year in assistance to the university, which is used to pay salaries, which is used to provide support to students. So unprecedented support. More money is going to UB under this government than ever before. That is the fact.
UB is very close to my heart, so we'll do what we gotta do.
And does that include delivering on the subvention?
Well, we'll have to discuss it at Cabinet, right? That's the idea for everybody to be here, to let Cabinet hear the voice of the people, and especially of our hard-working faculty at UB. So we'll see how it goes.
So is that on the table for today?
I believe so. I think that was mentioned that we would be discussing it, but we're here to talk about all the important issues that the country faces, and of course we hear our wonderful faculty from UB. So have a good day, guys. Good to see you all.
The membership of the UBFSU marched around the parking lot of the Prime Minister's office until 11 a.m. LOO calls for unity within the UDP, says the leadership convention must be free and open. More on that right after this break.
Come to banquet, find your way. Engines roar at the break of day. Volvo outboard surf the waves. Castrol oil is what they crave. Live with power, feel the sound. Heavy machines shake the ground. Riding Honda, feeling proud. Rev it up and shout aloud. Feel the wind against your skin. Now so wide, let's begin. At banquet where dreams ignite. Gear up, and let's take flight. Kohler's power runs our towns. JCB lifts heavy pounds. Find the tools to build your dreams. Banquip's got the best machines. Grip the wheel and never slip. Feel the rush, it's time to trip. Every brand you know and love. Banquip fits you like a glove. Feel the wind against your skin. Now so wide, let's begin. At Banquip where dreams ignite. Gear up, and let's take flight.
Banquip, equipment, parts, service. We represent quality.
My parents always said, when it's time to build, invest in quality products that last a lifetime, even if it means paying a little more. It is now my turn to invest in my own home, and it's not even a question. It has to be Oran Windows. My contractor recommends Oran because of the heavy-duty construction, the thickest gauge blades on the market, and the dual locks that allow lower louvers to close independently for privacy while the top remains open for airflow. These features make Oran aluminum louver windows the best on the market.
With Oran aluminum louver windows, you get strength, durability, and beauty with an added layer of security and protection against debris and damaging winds. Come in and check out the variety of sizes and colors at Design Depot, located at Mile 3 Philip Goldson Highway in Belize City.
Today, we officially open the doors of the Contiki substation, a symbol of safety, community, and progress.
By bringing police resources directly into the neighborhood of Contiki, Mosquitoville, Boyton, Charville, Maya Vista, and Trenchtown, we are not just improving visibility and response time, we are fostering trust, strengthening partnership, and building a proactive approach to crime prevention.
This is an investment in peace. It is an investment in the youth of the area. It is a statement that we will not let crime dictate the narrative of this beautiful community.
We met with Minister Shabat about a small police booth, and with many meetings, many conversations, we are here today and opening our Contiki substation.
It was definitely something that was needed. I definitely can attest that many other neighbors also feel safe, and this means a lot to us.
We know that many residents in this community leave for work early and return late, leaving homes without nearby oversight. The new sub-formation will allow officers to respond quicker, patrol more effectively, and develop deeper relationships with the law-abiding residents of these communities.
As one of the largest cable and internet providers in Belize, CBC strives to provide our customers with the highest standards of quality, value, and service in all aspects of cable TV and internet. Monitoring our systems closely, our technicians combine creative planning and state-of-the-art technology with years of experience and training to develop and provide the most reliable and advanced cable and internet service to exceed your expectations. For CBC and our team of talented engineers, technicians, and customer service representatives, delivering less than the very best is never an option.
This 2025 Atlantic hurricane season, your Belize City Council has taken early and decisive action to help mitigate the impacts of flooding. While our works and sanitation teams have long been preparing, this year we expanded our efforts through the CIMO Flood Mitigation Cleanup Campaign, allowing us to simultaneously target 6 flood-prone zones with enhanced coordination and additional manpower. This effort included clearing drains, removing debris, flushing critical points with vacuum trucks, and raising awareness on both sanitation and disaster preparedness in the Freetown Road, Queen Street, Dean Street, King Street, Berkeley Street, and Pound Yard areas.
Most of Belize City lies at or below sea level, which means that flooding is not always avoidable. But with the right planning and participation, its impact can be reduced.
While our efforts have prioritized these high-risk zones, we want to reassure residents that drainage works are also being carried out across other parts of the city as part of our ongoing maintenance plan.
We understand the risks that come with every hurricane season. That's why we've taken a proactive approach, investing in real underground work to keep our residents safe. This is more than a seasonal response. It's part of our broader flood mitigation and disaster readiness strategy. Because building a safe, resilient city is a year-round commitment.
Our approach is targeted. We have mapped high-risk areas and are clearing them systematically. This isn't just storm prep, it's essential city maintenance.
We've seen the damage that flooding can cause. We've seen that preparation matters. When both residents and council do their part, we make Belize City better prepared for whatever the season brings.
Beyond infrastructure, this is a call to civic responsibility. We're encouraging residents to work with us.
I know that the rainy season is about to come, and whenever it rains, this whole area, the water stuck and stay here because the drain clog, and all the water need is a little part for it to run to find a way out. So I realize the people are not take care right. I try to at least find a way for the water run out because they affect me tremendously.
Help keep drains clear, dispose of waste properly, and stay alert as we navigate the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season together.
Each and every one aware that owns a property and have a property, we should maintain the drainage. We should maintain our yard, you know, that's basic.
And I see nothing wrong in maintaining the yard. We get up every day for grass there, I pick up, I keep my rake, I keep my stone there, you know, what hard in that?
Mitigation starts at home. Every household should be ready. Know where your nearest shelter is. Help to keep the drains around your property clear. Prepare an emergency kit and make sure your family knows what to do. These simple steps can help reduce the risk during any weather events this season.
Remember, stay current with information being shared by our CIMO unit, NEMO, and the Belize Meteorological Service.
Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Looking to build or renovate? Find the inspiration you need in our showroom. First stop, the kitchen. Explore big-name appliances, all built to make life easier. From there, let the lights guide you. But what about the finer details? We've got you covered. And to bring it all together, we've got tiles for every surface.
All available online.
Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
Today, the leader of the opposition, Honorable Tracy Panton, held a press conference to address numerous issues of national importance. Before she began, however, Panton spoke about the state of affairs within the United Democratic Party, and according to Panton, if the party is serious about moving forward, they must do it in an open and fair manner that is aligned with the party's constitution.
Steps are being taken to heal and unite the UDP, or so it is purported. While those of us in this room and those of us at the head table are committed to such an undertaking in the interests of our democracy and in the interests of our party's very survival, we insist that the solutions moving forward should be constitutionally grounded, inclusive, and fair to all parties concerned. We are yet to receive any formal or informal communique from the current leadership executive on the outcome of Saturday's NPC meeting. The attempt to convene a National Party Council meeting without the inclusion of the NPC members status quo ante and without key persons being invited, a meeting that had to be aborted due to a lack of quorum and pure obstinance by party officials, is an affront to the democratic precepts which we all hold dear. It is imperative that as we move forward to adhere to the party's constitution and rules, that there must be free, fair, and an open leadership convention. The calling of caretaker and constituency conventions must also be free and fair and open.
Panton went on to say that the route the party is currently going is unconstitutional.
The solution that is being proposed is a clear violation of Party Rule number 8, which places such conventions in the purview of constituency committees and constituency chairpersons, not with the membership of the Central Executive Committee or with the NPC, and allows for a clear deadline of 12 months after the general elections to conduct such conventions. We can, and we are willing to concede that the 4 constituencies that did not field candidates in our most recent general elections should proceed with caretaker conventions immediately. It cannot be that the caretaker conventions will be held at this time for only 18 of 26 constituencies. In the interest of fair play, we either have caretaker conventions in all 26 constituencies, or preferably only in the 4 constituencies that do not have bona fide caretakers now in place. Any other approach is discriminatory and intent to skew the outcome of the Executive Leadership Convention that we understand has now been set to be held on October 5th, 2025.
The first matter of national importance that the leader of the opposition touched on had to do with Belize's economy. According to Panton, the IMF's latest survey shows that Belize's 8.2% rise in GDP may decelerate to 1.5%. Panton says that the government has no plan on how to grow the economy.
The staff report that is easily accessible online recognizes the efforts made by Belizeans across sectors, particularly in tourism, in trade, and in services that have contributed to the strong post-COVID recovery, as well as to the decline in public debt made possible by a one-off debt relief measure via the Blue Bond Facility. But it also cautions that sustainable reforms are imperative to safeguard against serious medium to long-term vulnerabilities. The IMF staff report outlined 5 fundamental concerns which we wish to highlight to the Belizean people. One is the slowing of our GDP growth. Many of us will remember when the Prime Minister stood up in the National Assembly at the reading of the budget and thumped his chest that GDP growth was 8.2% in the last fiscal period. Please note that in this most recent review, the IMF has cautioned that this 8.2% GDP growth will decelerate to a projected 1.5%, coupled with a stagnated productive sector and losses in agriculture, a slowing in our tourism arrivals. We are in for major trouble. Primary economic sectors, sugar, citrus, and even livestock are on a sharp decline. This analysis aligns with the points presented in the June 2025 Dr. Bulmer Thomas's report and what Belizean families are experiencing every day. There is no real growth in the economy. Economic hardships are at an all-time high, and this government has no clear plan to diversify the economy or to ensure inclusive growth.
Also present at this afternoon's press conference was the area representative for Mesopotamia, Honorable Lee Mark Chang. In Chang's presentation, he spoke about the potential merger of BTL and SpeedNet. According to Chang, the government has been sabotaging BTL for years by offering SpeedNet government contracts.
Smart, aka SpeedNet Communication, was granted a license in 2003 and launched its cellular brand in 2005. Now, way back then. Just a month later, in September 2005, the infamous accommodation agreement was signed under the then PUP government, 1998 to 2008, favoring private interests over public ones. Smart is owned by SpeedNet Communication Limited, whose shareholder includes members of the Prime Minister's John Briceño family, as well as entities linked to the Ashcroft Alliance Group of Business. And yet, despite these glaring conflicts of interest, government ministries and departments are being switched from BTL to Smart. A 91% state-owned company, where we own majority, to Smart, enriching private stakeholders at the public's expense. Some of the government's departments that switched from BTL to Smart include Ministry of Rural Transformation, Labor and Local Government, Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Health and Wellness, Labor Department, which switches entire mobile fleet. A $3.37 million contract was awarded to Smart for the Microsoft 360 licensing, while BTL was the official partner, not Smart. BTL is failing and losing a lot of money. In 2021-2022, it made $17 million. 2022-2023, $20 million. 2023 to 2024, $30 million. And take a wild guess, 2024-2025. Leave it over $1 million. Yes, leave it over $1 million. And next year, I projected to make a little bit over $1 million again. That's a staggering loss of nearly $30 million in 1 year alone. I can't do business if I lose that much money back, so it's still on one time. Is BTL buying Smart? BTL has now confirmed it is in talks to acquire Smart, Centaur Communications, and NextGen, the very companies that was weakened to benefit them. This raises question: who decides who buys Smart and the other companies? Who appointed the BTL Board of Directors? Why will Belizean pay twice, first through lost dividends of $30+ million in the highest year, then through inflated acquisition of Smart and the other companies? $30 million in lost dividends, which could have funded health, youth, social programs. The valuation of BTL is equal to the weakening of its ownership and its value. Taxpayer-funded enrichment of politically connected private interests. We demand a full investigation into the government contracts awarded to Smart since 2020. An immediate halt to BTL's acquisition of Smart until conflicts of interest safeguards are enforced and put in place. A return of all government departments to BTL services, which we own 91%.
The Ministry of Economic Transformation has announced the official approval and upcoming launch of the Basic Needs Trust Fund 11th program in Belize. The initiative, which will be implemented by the Belize Social Investment Fund, is supported by a grant of $5.2 million from the Caribbean Development Bank under its special funds resources. Approved back in June of this year, the program aims to enhance access to essential services in vulnerable communities, including education, clean water and sanitation, community infrastructure, and sustainable livelihoods. Officials have confirmed that the implementation will adhere to a transparent framework that includes environmental and social safeguards. The initiative will also involve close collaboration among the ministry, BSIF, and a range of key stakeholders to ensure its effective and equitable delivery. Ministry of Health and Wellness launches a 4-day mental health training program. We'll hear more about that when Plus News returns.
Manuel, el cajón se volvió a trabar. Creo que debemos ir a Builders Hardware otra vez.
¿Otra vez? ¿Por qué no solo pedirlo en línea?
Ah, es cierto. Manuel, se me olvidaron las guías del cajón.
Electricity is evolving, and BEL is leading the way with smarter connections across Belize. Meet AMI, Advanced Metering Infrastructure. It's not just a meter, it's a smarter way to manage power. Smart meters record your energy use in real time and securely send the data to BEL. Key customer benefits include real-time insights into energy usage, improved home energy planning, integration of solar, battery, and EV technologies, and innovative customer service solutions. Get ready! AMI is coming soon to municipalities across Belize, including the Keys, to give you more control and reliability. BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
The hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? Get the essentials you need to stay safe this hurricane season, such as plywood, tarp and rope, first aid kit, rubber boots, raincoats and rain ponchos, generator, portable radio and batteries, flashlight and kerosene lanterns. Weather the storm with these products and more from Benny's. Quality and savings. The hurricane season is here. Are you prepared? Get the essentials you need to stay safe this hurricane season, such as plywood, tarp and rope, first aid kit, rubber boots, raincoats and rain ponchos, generator, portable radio.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness, in collaboration with the Pan American Health Organization, World Health Organization, WHO, has launched a 4-day training of trainers workshop on the WHO's Mental Health Gap Action Program Intervention Guide 2.0. Held from July 15th through to the 18th in Belmopan, this workshop aims to equip psychiatric nurse practitioners and medical officers from across Belize with the tools to manage mental, neurological, and substance use conditions at the primary care level. According to the press release, this initiative supports Belize's efforts to expand and integrate mental health services by equipping frontline providers with practical tools to strengthen care delivery, reduce pressure on specialists, and promote a more inclusive and resilient system. The Governor General of Belize, Her Excellency Dame Froila Zalam, has appointed 3 new ambassadors to Belize. Earlier today, Her Excellency Zalam formally received letters of credence from His Excellency Mr. Rouge Tamogkol, Ambassador of Thailand, His Excellency Mr. Nguyen Van Hai, Ambassador of Vietnam, and His Excellency Mr. Milan Sigan, Ambassador of the Slovak Republic. All three diplomats shared their commitments to strengthening ties with Belize. The Governor General of Belize extended a warm welcome and conveyed best wishes on behalf of the government and people of Belize. And that's our newscast for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning into Plus News, and be sure to join us right back here again tomorrow evening when we bring you all the latest happenings from around the country. Until then, God bless you. Have a safe evening. Take care.